Minute with Mary. I am so happy that you're here joining me live, and if you are watching this on the replay, you'll know that because that live button isn't here. You could do me a favor and put hashtag replay. That's way I can say a little hello to you from the future. I know it's kind of crazy and weird, but hello. And that is how we rock and roll on social media, right? Like, how many times do you get to catch people live? Sometimes, but more likely than not, you're going to be checking things out in the replay. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some quick getting ready tips, let you know about my bundle number 2, which ends tonight at midnight. And I would love for you to keep me company as I get ready. So hello. Put a little hashtag hello lovely. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I've got these clips in my hair just to keep it pulled back from my face. I am going to start things off very quickly with some eye cream and let you know about what I'm doing today, because I'm doing something that I've never done before. So this bundle number 2, which you can find right at minutewithmary.com, it is all to pamper your skin. I've talked about it time and time again, for everybody and anybody. If you have a face, you want to take care of your skin. It's the one face that you're going to be having. So whether you wear makeup or not, this might be a bundle that you'll want to check out, as you do get to save 20 to 25% on it. It's going to include my award-winning eye cream. I love this stuff. It is so good. It's this itty bitty jar, but I'm telling you, a little goes a long way. You use less than a piece of rice sized amount under your eye morning and night. It's going to tighten and brighten and super duper hydrate. So if you have crow's feet, crepey under eye skin, any issues like that, hey Christina, thank you so much. This is going to be your jam. So I like just to take, as I said, smaller than a piece of rice. I kind of plop it along right around here. And if you have crow's feet, you'll want to make sure that you bring it over there. And also you can bring some onto the top portion of your eye if that's an issue of yours. You can use a little applicator like this. You can find these at the dollar store. You can find them on Amazon. What I love about using an applicator is that it can be nice and cold. You can put it in the fridge and make it nice and cold to really help kind of shrink down any under eye bags that you have. Plus, it means that none of your serum or cream is going to be soaking into your hands and into your fingers. So if that's ever a concern of yours, just get yourself a little applicator and it's going to be a game change. So you can see I'm just really massaging that eye cream into that fragile under eye skin, bringing it into those crow's feet area. And then, as I said, I like to bring it up onto the hood of my eye, as that skin is just as delicate and needs just as much love and care. So I have had a crazy couple of days, and Christina, you were someone I've been thinking about, because this was one of your concerns, right? One of your major concerns was heart issues. So I've been on my long COVID journey now. I had COVID back in February, and it wasn't super bad, but I've just had issues ever since then, particularly with my face and just with muscles kind of like tensing and spasming a bit. I've had a lot of jaw pain and headaches, crazy amounts of fatigue, and then something that I haven't really talked about too often much, I'm just going to pat it to make sure it's nice and soaked in. Perfect. Is I've had erratic heart rates, and I've been sweating a lot. Before I get into all those crazy issues, let me just make sure that you know about bundle number 2, so 20 to 25% off. Just head into minutewithmary.com. You get an eye cream and a face mask of your choice. You can either get brightening, exfoliating, a perfecting, which is like a detox one, and then a hydrating. So if you have any questions whatsoever, you can reach out to me. I'll help you pick it out. You could treat yourself, treat your loved one. My favorite, if you're like, I don't know which one I want to get, is the exfoliating mask, hands down. If you have gotten the exfoliating mask through me, drop down below why you love it. A lot of people grew up using that what was it? Something, but it's like an apricot mask. Don't use that. That actually is little shell pieces that make cuts on your face. So my exfoliating mask is a shea butter and salt scrub, and so what it's going to do is gently exfoliate your face. You apply it for a minute, then you let it sit on your face for 10 minutes. It hydrates. I keep mine in the shower. Fun little tip for you. I keep my hydrating mask in the shower. I use it 2 to 3 times a week this time of year. So when I go in and I wet my hair and I get things ready for shampooing, I actually apply the exfoliating mask on my face, and it sits and does its luxurious hydrating while I'm shampooing and conditioning. And then after I condition, I wash it all off, and my face is smooth like butter. So here's a scoop. Last week I went to the doctor's office to get some help with my headaches. So I have been having jaw tension issues that kind of radiates into my ears, giving me tinnitus, and then it goes into my head and gives me crazy headaches. And it's honestly getting in the way of my life. I wasn't able to play in band last week. We have a concert coming up next Sunday. I'm so excited. It's a Lord of the Rings themed concert, so I need to be there. I need to be there, and I need to stop missing my rehearsals due to my health. So I went to the doctor, just trying to see, like, is there new medicine that I can get? Can I start to see if I can get Botox in my jaw and in these areas to calm those muscles down? What can I be doing? And while I was there getting my vitals checked, you know, your normal run-of-the-mill doctor's stuff, my heart rate was really high, and I was doing a heck of a lot of nothing. I was just chilling. St. Ives, that was the name of the apricot scub. Thank you, Christina. So she asked me, she's like, wow, your resting heart rate is really high. And I was like, yeah, it's been crazy ever since I got sick in February. Like, sometimes it's low, sometimes it's high. It even changes when I sleep, and I don't really do too much. And she was like, oh, goodness gracious, I didn't know it was this bad. We need to get you checked out. So I had an echocardiogram. I had an EKG right away, and right then and there, like, things were just wrong. Things were wrong. My heart rate was not where it was supposed to be. So then I had immediately to go and get blood work done because they wanted to make sure I wasn't having a heart attack, a blood clot, anything like that. So I was a mess. I was an absolute disaster for my blood draw. Blood draws are my least favorite thing in the entire world, and I was not even prepared for this one. Plus, I now have this new fear where it's like, oh, on top of everything else you've had, you now have heart issues. Great. So I was a blubbering mess. I was an absolute blubbering mess for my blood draw. Many thanks to the nurses who helped me during that, because I was a disaster. They had to stop. They sent me out a different door because I was such a mess when I had to leave because they were embarrassed for me. I mean, it was terrible. But the good news is that nothing was immediately bad with my blood, meaning I wasn't in fear of having a heart attack or a blood clot that weekend. So this past weekend, I just kind of relaxed a bit. My daughter was a bit sick with just, your typical cold. So she and I just really hung low, and I pumped myself up because today I have to go have an echocardiogram, which is an ultrasound of my heart, to see what's been going on. Plus, I have to start wearing a heart monitor. So we don't know what's really going on, but obviously people have had different issues with their heart as it relates to Corona. Hold on, I can't find my BB cream, and that's what I need. You're just gonna have to hang tight. You get to see my little booty as I walk away, but I need some BB cream, friends. Let's see. Here we go. My BB cream is coming back in stock this month, so if that is something that you love, just know that it's coming back. It's great for like just the no makeup look, nice and hydrating. But I haven't been using it much because we haven't had it on the site, and I didn't want you to be like, that's all I want in my life. So it's coming back, I believe, the 16th. Thank goodness, because this one's almost empty. You've had to wear a monitor too. Oh my goodness gracious. So Christine said, I've had so many echocardiograms, so has my son. No worries, and hopefully I get some answers. And that's how I feel, Christina. Like, I'm actually not nervous about the echocardiogram itself. I'm thankful that something's coming of this, right? Like, I just want answers because I have been having just these heart problems where I was just writing it off like, oh well, my body's weird now. Not really, like, I didn't really give it much weight. I really didn't. And now that in hindsight, I'm like, gosh, Mary, that's your heart. It's not like indigestion or, a little rash here or there that pops up. Like, this is that my heart has been acting up, and I've really just kind of been like, whatever, lots of things are wrong with me. So I'm gonna go take care of this echocardiogram, get the heart monitor, and then I see the cardiologist. I'm telling you, I am like at the very bottom of this. Come on, buddy. Note to self, if something is one of your favorite products, never run out of it. Always have your backup. Always have your backup. Your skincare, your makeup, anything like that. Do not be me. Do not be sitting here being like, where is the last drop of my BB cream? So I'm hopeful, because, like, here's the scoop. Something is wrong. something's wrong with my heart, okay? It's not going to be like, there's nothing wrong. No, something's wrong. So my optimistic viewpoint is this will hopefully help me figure out what it is, right? Like nothing between now and when I go there is going to change the fact that I've been having erratic heart rates since February, but at least this is going to start to give me some insight. So in addition to having these appointments, my doctor immediately took me off of certain medications that I've been on. So that also is going to throw my body for a quick loop as, you know, just kind of like cleansing very quickly, not like a slow and steady go off of things. So that's going to be interesting over the next week or so to see what happens. Who knows? Maybe all my worries will go away, right? But what I will say has been really hard has been I can't take pain medicine until we find out what's wrong. So I can't take vaccines. I can't take, you know, the flu shot or anything like that, or a booster, until we find out what's going on. So we're going to see how it goes. Denise, I'm a mess. I'm a mess all of a sudden, Denise. Denise is like, wait, what? I went to the doctor's on Friday and come to find out I'm having like severe heart problems. So always a good time with me. I'm going to just add a little bit of blush. So as you can see, the BB cream, it's light. It has a dewy finish. So if you're into the dewy finish, very natural, hydrated, this is going to be your jam. You can mattify it. So if you don't like the dewiness, but you like the light hydrating aspects of it, you could just put a little powder on top. I am just going to take a little bit of this blush to add a smidge of color back to my face. When you use BB cream, because it is a light foundation, you do not have to bronze, you do not have to contour, you do not even need to blush. You really don't need to do anything in general because makeup has no rules. But the cool thing when you have a light coverage foundation is that your natural coloring, freckles, definition to your face still shines through. It still shows through. So when you do a more medium to fuller coverage foundation, you become this almost one-dimensional blank canvas, and you do ideally want to add in the blush, bronzer, contour aspects to give that dimension back to your face, to make you look like you're not a blank sheet of paper. But when you do something that's more light coverage, a lot of your coloring still shines through. So I personally love a good blushed look, so I kind of go to town and add a little bit of blush, but as I said, I don't feel the need to do bronzer or anything like that. Melanie, great to see you here, my friend. She said, I'm always taking many tests. I hope everything will be okay, but the heart monitor isn't that bad. It could just be a little medication, etc. You never know, right? Hi, Christina. Great to see you. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya, I will be in touch soon, my friend, but as you can see, my issues continue to go on, so I'm just like pulling my hair out. It just doesn't stop. Hi, Tara Noel. Christine says, please keep us updated on the results. I certainly will. Certainly will. And this is the thing. It's like all I can do right now is just stay optimistic that at least I get to figure out what it is that's been going on. You know, something will be figured out from all of this. So I am going to do a mascara. So today at midnight, my skincare sale ends. Eye cream plus your face mask of choice. Tomorrow, and Christina Hogarty, if you're still here, it's going to be your jam. Tomorrow is going to be my new bundle, and it's for my mascara lovers, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And if you do purchase multiple bundles of mine, I will be refunding you your shipping increments and stuff, so I just want to make sure that you are well taken care of. So I'm just going to curl these lashes a smidge. When I want to do a more minimal makeup, I still do my lashes. I love mascara. Mascara just makes me feel pulled together. And so as I have been feeling rather crummy, both emotionally and physically, Mama's got to put on some mascara. It's going to help me out a lot. Sarah said medication was my culprit. Thinking of you. Thank you, Sarah. I may have to ask you more. And Tanya, so sorry, girl. You've had to run for it for sure. I know. You know, it's people ask me like, Mary, why has this all happened to you? And we don't know. We don't know. Like most people, when they got sick with COVID, like it was either nothing or a little cold. You know, it just affected some people differently. To me, I think that my body was just in prime shape to be ravaged because I had just had 2 miscarriages. I had a lump removed from my chest. So my body was, defenses were low, in my opinion. So that at least is what I'm thinking. But if in 20 years, 30 years, oh, I just got mascara all over my eye. This is what I get. This is what I get for chatting. So this is a lot of mascara that I just made a mess of. and I'm just gonna clean it up. I feel like at least if I make a mess of my mascara once a week, at least someone's gonna learn how you clean it up, because this happens to all of us. The trick that you're supposed to do that I'm not doing right now is you're supposed to hold your mirror below your chin so that way your mascara wand goes up and not on your eyelid and not in your eye. But, you know, why would I listen to my own advice, friends? Why would I listen? I love BB and blush on you. Thank you, Christina. Thank you. Little bit of blush, little bit of BB, and a little bit of mascara. I mean, heck, on me, I've got a lot of mascara going on right now, but it's all good. It's all good, right? I am using my lash primer. This is going to be the push-up bra for your lashes. It's your daily deep conditioning treatment to make sure that your lashes stay long and strong, separates them. If you have a favorite mascara and you haven't yet tried my lash primer underneath it, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Game changer. It is so, so good. And if you're someone whose eyes get watery and you normally have to wear waterproof mascara, this may solve that problem. I always had to wear waterproof mascara, just the natural composition of my eyes, you know, whether it's because I have allergies or contacts or who knows what, but finding out that putting this lash primer underneath my mascara solves that problem has been awesome for me. Let's see. Tanya says stress will definitely shift on your immune system and cause a lot of issues. Exactly. I mean, heck, those were just the things that happened to me physically last year. Nonetheless, Blake getting sick. So, and going through all of that crazy stress. So that's what I think is that, like, between the stress and the health things that went on in 2021, I think my body was just like, take me out, coach. Like, I'm not ready. I'm done. So, it is what it is, but I have to stay optimistic. It's almost funny at this point where it's like, oh, heart issues, okay, add that on. But on the flip side, as I said, it explains a lot. Going up one flight of stairs has made my heart been racing a ton. I've been waking up in the middle of the night sweating. Like, I've had a lot of things that have also seemed like I have menopause. I don't. I have my blood work done. I'm not in early menopause. So I've just had some stuff going on, and it's about time to figure out what a bunch of this is. All right, let's clean up this mascara mishap that I have. So when you have a mascara mishap, friends, let me know below. What is your method when you make a mascara boo-boo? Like what I just did. So what I do is I wait for it to dry, and then I check to see if it's dry by taking my finger and kind of pressing it to see if any of it comes up. And that often just picks up any of the like bigger portions of it, because I made a good old mess this time. Then what I usually do is I take a clean spoolie, like a cleaned mascara wand or a brow spoolie, and I'd rub that underneath. I don't have that with me right now because I took all my makeup out, but I am going to use my foundation brush. So you can use your foundation brush or your concealer brush, and basically you're kind of like flicking off the now dried mascara. And what's cool too is if you're using your foundation brush, you got a little bit of extra makeup on it, and it helps kind of clean it up. The trick that you need to remember is do not touch it while it's wet. If you touch it while it's wet, you will become Amy Winehouse, and you will be very, very sad. So that is my biggest scoop to you. Tanya said one of my best friends was also suffering from long COVID on top of suffering from a major fall down some stairs, which caused all sorts of issues, and they found out that her body was in permanent fight or flight mode, and they're working with her through that and finally making headway. That's the way I describe it. That's the way I describe it, Tanya, is I say I feel like my body is in fight or flight. Like, random muscles of mine will be tensed, and I'll be like, why do I have fists right now? What is going on? So I think that is definitely a good way to explain what's going on with me. So I'm sorry for your friend, but I'm glad they're making headway. Goodness me. Christina got it. Let it dry and then let it scrape. All right, friends, wish me luck. I am going to head on over to my appointment. I will let y'all know what ends up happening. If you do have any makeup or skincare needs, particularly this holiday season, I would be more than honored to be your makeup girl. I know I haven't been here as often as I have been in years past. I've just been sick. I've been having some issues. But make sure you're on my either text list, my email list, or keep things tuned here. I do have new bundles coming out twice a week. So the new one actually starts tomorrow. So if skincare is your jam, you want to head on over there to minutewithmary.com today. And just keep your eyes peeled. When I am well, I will be here sharing all these fun tips and tricks with you. Talk with you soon. Thanks.